I love
Ogres!
Look out!
Ogre mercenaries are in a weird place in Warhammer 2. No redline buffs, no research tree buffs, almost no real endgame use once you're doom stacking the spicy endgame shit that each faction has. At the beginning of a campaign, sure, I'll add some to my army, but until we get the boys as an official Warhammer 3 faction, potentially a pre-order DLC, please. Right now, they're kind of just fill-ins for these shortcomings of faction armies, like giving the dwarves a cavalry option, or giving the Empire a fun option. I'm just kidding. The Empire have plenty of fun units, such as adult men with swords, or adult men with terrible bloodlines, or tanks. Anyway, I had a thought, probably the same one you've had if you recruited some of these fat fucks. How do you buff these guys? Me, Big Brain, want ogres for endgame, and for viable— why did I type it out like this? Let's look at all the factions in the game and see if we can find ways to yoke up the boys. High Elves. No buffs applicable to ogres, but also look at Teclis's complete lack of drip. 1 out of 10.
Now get the fuck out of here!
Lizard Men. The only thing that comes to mind is Tahana sacrificial temple thing. Some of the earlier sacrifices give buffs to all armies, but it's kind of trash compared to the other factions. Edgy Elves.
Be careful you don't cut yourself with all that fucking edge.
Nothing, except Murderous Mastery. But ogres don't have the ability needed to get it. So, Skaven. Ogres with genetic mutations, you say?
Yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can't mutate ogres. Well, you can't mutate non-rat ogres. Vampire Coast. I like the idea of ogre pirates, and I guess ogre pistols suit Araness's armies, but other than that, there's really nothing else. Tomb Kings. Tomb Kings have this healing thing that activates when they lose enough troops. But even if it actually worked on ogres, you would need to lose over 100 of them for the first heal to happen. The Empire. Aesthetically, they make the most sense for man-eaters, but they don't have any buffing mechanics, and they're boring as fuck.
You dare to presume by coming—
The Dwarves. Literally knee height compared to the ogres. No buff potential though, which kind of sucks, because the dwarves really benefit from having Momfang cavalry. It gives them a fast option that makes them much more well-rounded. Late game, I would still probably phase them out though, for more swole dwarf units. Greenskins. Greenskins actually stuck out to me because of 2 things. Grom's Cauldron boss, and the Warg. Grom's Cauldron does in fact not affect ogres. Only greenskin units, which sucks since they're such prolific hungry boys. The Warg does affect ogres, but it's based on the amount of entities, so big ass armies of goblins will get Wargs a lot. Single entity doom stacks pretty much never get Wargs. With a full ogre army, you'll maybe get 1 Warg, and it'll take a long time for that shit to pop. Vampire counts. If you could get undead ogres, enough bloated corpses, which are literally undead ogres, but fuck you. Maybe this matchup would work, but with no faction mechanics for buffing, it's no dice. Also, the lore of Undeath only works on undead units. Norska. Throg? He's big. He has an affinity for stupid entities. Like Norska. No buffs for ogres though. So, Wood Elves. Wood Elves seem like they would try and turn the ogres vegan. Which, Beastmen. With no income per turn, it's difficult to justify recruiting ogres at all with the Beastmen, especially early game, at least for me. That being said, if you're crushing it financially, then why not? Slap some banners of madness on them and bing bang boom fucking kinda pointless though, since you have buffable Minotaurs with no upkeep cost. Chaos. So the big bad don't really have anything to buff ogres with except some minor buffs that apply to the entire army. But you can play using my upside down Archaon mod, so a solid 10 out of 10 altogether. Alright, that's it. All other options explored, right? That's it. No other possible— oh wait, you fucking idiot! Bretonia! How could you forget? The cavalry faction within a game where cavalry suck more ass than Johnny Sins. This has to be it. Just simply take over half the map and build a tier 3 smithy in each settlement capital so your armor stacks high enough that you can have bulletproof ogres, and a floating babysitter to heal them when they get low. Easy.
Anyway, if you like this video, like, comment, favorite, subscribe, retweet, reblog, tickle my balls.